Oh my haere mai, welcome to 3 News. Veteran broadcaster Paul Henry is the ACT Party's newest candidate. Leader David Seymour described the outspoken TV host as a sharp and fearless communicator, admitting he hopes Henry will give the party a boost in the polls. But the Greens have dismissed him as another shock jock. Here's political correspondent Zane Small.
David Seymour introducing ACT's surprise new candidate.
Welcome, folks. We all know him as Mr. Bombastic, but I've got to know a very thoughtful and deeply passionate New Zealander in Paul Henry.
The 65-year-old is a small screen veteran, most recently hosting reality show The Traitors.
Let the mind games begin.
Before that, a colourful career on breakfast TV.
Sheila Dickshit.
An emergency deprecation situation.
Did you have any reservations about becoming an MP?
Yeah.
But it's not the first time he's tried. Paul Henry unsuccessfully ran for National in 1999, losing to Labour's Georgina Beyer, the first transgender MP. Now he's running for ACT.
You cannot achieve prosperity with separatism and internal fighting. And that is what a left coalition government has to offer.
New Zealanders don't need more shock jocks. They need solutions to the cost of living, to protecting nature.
The ACT Party successfully managed to keep this candidate revelation under wraps. All we were told was that there'd be an announcement here at the QT Hotel in central Auckland and that it wasn't policy related. David Seymour hopes that the buzz around this announcement may help to lift the party's polling.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think that Paul's energy will give ACT a boost.
The latest RNZ Reid research poll shows that of the parties in Parliament, Labour is in the lead at 34%, but down 1.6 points. National also down 2.1 to 28.7%. In contrast, New Zealand First is up almost 1 point to 11.5%. The Greens edged up 2 to 10.3%, while ACT also gained to 7.8%.
The National Party are down, ACT is up, and the coalition remains ahead. I hear from people they feel that they must vote National to keep Labour out. The ACT Party is just as effective at locking Labour out.
I'm enormously disappointed with National.
I know that our National Party candidates will always get the better of Paul Henry.
With National leader Christopher Luxon on holiday, we caught up with National MP Cameron Brewer, who was down the road at the offices of the New Zealand Stock Exchange. And you're still confident in Christopher Luxon?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no one else.
It's not just National that ACT is competing with, though. New Zealand First is gaining in the polls. But Paul Henry is practised in handling Winston Peters.
Paul, I'm saying to you and your colleagues, put up or shut up, or better still, how about apologising?
But do you see, Winston, that's what we're saying to you. Put up or shut up. Let me ask you a further question.
I used to host Traitors, so I know a little bit more about Winston New Zealand First than anyone else.
Then there's opportunity. The self-professed centrist party is polling at 4.7%, a whisker away from the 5% threshold to enter Parliament. But neither the left nor the right can decide if opportunity leans to the left or the right.
I don't know what that party stands for. They are saying that they could just as easily keep Luxon in power.
I think it's becoming clear to people that they are a left-wing party, their basic premise.
What is clear is that ACT hopes to win some attention back with a shiny new candidate.
The new ACT Party candidate, Paul Henry, joins me now. Kia ora, Paul.
How are you, Sam?
Very good. Now, you said today you want to be a minister, so what ministerial portfolios are you qualified for?
I have no... Oh, what am I qualified for? I thought you were going to say, what did I want?
No, what are you qualified for?
Well, what am I not qualified for? If I look at my part, I mean, obviously broadcasting.
So you would like to be broadcasting minister?
You know, not necessarily. I haven't thought about which ministry I would like. Why do I want to be a minister? Because I don't want to waste any time. I want to achieve things. And so I want to be able to put myself in the position where I have the best chance of achieving
What about
things.
Prime Minister then? You're a showman. No. I can see you gunning for the top job. Everybody says that, but truthfully...
No, you're right. No, everybody says that, but I have no interest in being the leader of ACT, and so that rules Prime Minister out.
Well, you would have to roll David Seymour, wouldn't you, first to get to Prime Minister. How do you think you are going to go being underneath David Seymour not being
absolutely fine.
the main guy.
This is day one for me as a candidate. So on day one as a candidate to be talking about whether or not I become Prime Minister, that's quite an achievement, and I thank you for it, Sam.
Well, people go into Parliament with aspirations, and I wonder if that was one of yours.
No, it's not. My aspiration is to make a difference. My aspiration is to see that the country is turned around, that the country is travelling down the right track in a way that those changes have been cemented in so that they can't easily be overturned.
Now, you mentioned today your wife, Diane Foreman, and you said your 10 grandchildren that you have together as part of your motivation for entering Parliament.
Yeah.
Of course, Diane Foreman has been on the NBR rich list, is known to have considerable wealth, $200 million odd perhaps. Is she going to be bankrolling? Well, I don't know. You could probably tell us. Is she going to be bankrolling your candidacy?
No, she is absolutely not.
Are you putting in any money yourself personally?
No, I'm not intending to, but I'm sure I'll end up spending money on coffees and little trinkets.
Look, both you and your wife have considerable wealth. You travel around on a super yacht. I wonder how you can relate to Kiwis out there who are wondering whether or not they can put $10 petrol in their car, or they're in the supermarket wondering whether they can put that item to feed their kids into their shopping trolley or not.
I can promise you I have as much concern for those people as they have for themselves. I would like to think that what I achieved, and you have to remember that both my wife and I didn't start off with money. What we have achieved should be aspirational. I want that to be much easier for everybody to achieve. I want everyone to have the kind of upbringing that I had, because I was living in a country that actually inspired success, not a country that frowned on success.
OK, so you're going to knuckle down, do the hard work if you get in, and if you don't, will you stick around in opposition?
Yes. I mean, I think, you know, I'm in this. I've committed to it, and if I commit to something, then I will see it through.
So that'd be 3 years in opposition and then have another go.
It sounds diabolical when you say it like that.
It doesn't look like you're that keen, to be honest, Paul.
No, well, the plan is not to be in opposition, because that would not only be bad for me, sitting in the backbench in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night listening to people clack on, that would be bad for the country, because I know what act in opposition will mean. It will mean Labour in government, and that is something this country can't afford. OK, well, we'll leave it there. New ACT Party candidate Paul Henry, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.